One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a team from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Bruins will kick it off to get us underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. So Kentucky's offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Shoots it to the left. He's got it. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well, and they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Line getting set on 2nd down. Now on the option. Now the toss. Picks up the first down, still moving. At the 35, he's got room. Lowers those pads. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And what a great decision by the quarterback. Like, it's such a timing and an art when you run this option. Like, you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open. And then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
And the Bruins have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. They'll try to move on from that 1st down play. 2nd and goal from the 12. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. Quick strike through the air for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Really Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try the run. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
He takes it at the 45. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Bruins! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kentucky, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads it left. It's complete. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Under fire. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Snagged out of the air. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Now on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCLA. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his tight end. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll haul it in right around the logo. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll go back to work on offense. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bruins! And they take it in for 6 more points. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Breaks into the open. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. He'll pull it on the read. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. He makes a grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky. On to attempt the try. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Got his man in the middle.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. The Bruins are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a first down. He'll go to the sneak. Got enough for the first down. The Bruins look to keep this drive humming.
First down for the offense.
To the air on first down. Got his man. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
The receiver picks up 7. Brings up 2nd down.
Calls his own number.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
Runs through a tackle.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Good enough for a first down.
They'll run the toss. Turning it on. Touchdown, UCLA! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Louisiana is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jake Delhomme and Brian Mitchell, this has not been a blowout today in Lafayette. They're up by a field goal over Louisiana Tech. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking for a gap. It's Castillo. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down in the 49. The inside handoff. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Right back to him on the ground. He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. His drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Here's a heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. And you know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Setting up the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. After that last completion, it's second down.
Brings up second down.
Leaves it with the back. Spins away from the defense. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to ride this running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
He ends up getting tackled at the 34-yard line.
Back to pass. It's complete to the left. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kroger Field.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Fires to the big fella.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Oh, he's got some space. Bulldozes his way through. The 20. Touchdown, Bruins. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Getting set for the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
Kentucky, 7.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They squandered a golden opportunity the last time they had it, fumbling inside the 10-yard line. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Wants to fire on second down. Finds his man in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, UCLA. How about this defense taking one back to the house? What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Kentucky, 7.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got the tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Gonna run it. It's Castillo. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They
fires one high and deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, the quarterback trying to get aggressive there on 3rd down. He saw something he liked in a matchup he wanted to take advantage of, but the defense, they simply weren't fooled, and they're able to come away with the pick.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Plucks it out of the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man downfield. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
And the Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. QB draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Bruins come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Off the play fake. Looking left. Complete downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
UCLA. Aggressive, man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia State is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing.
There he goes. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. 1st down, 10 yards to go. Might as well give it to him again. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Working that left side now. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Surging forward on the sneak. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop.
1st and 10.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Made a defender miss. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. And the Bruins, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the air on first down. Got his man. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Leaves it with the running back. Thrust that arm out. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
1st and goal, UCLA.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. A first down run in the red zone. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line. He'll do it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! UCLA. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. The give to the back. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Fires to the wideout. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Kentucky will be forced to punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over.
1st and 10.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably
Breaks into the open. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
On the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Right down the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. And the returner will be knocked down. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Off the RPO, complete. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Got his man to the left. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
21 on the play.
With that last catch, he now breaks the 1,500-yard mark for his career.
And that's a pretty good accomplishment, man. Hitting 1,500 yards, that speaks to your consistency, your durability, and your playmaking ability, Palmer, to consistently make plays. Because when you got the
Touchdown, Bruins! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They go to the ground. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Under fire. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, UCLA! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Jones wants to throw it. Rushes on him. Stands in and takes the hit. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. pulls and fires complete to the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Bringing the heat. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. The Bruins come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. You know, it's not just about pushing forward. You've got to find that little crevice that'll let you get to the first down mark.
Yeah, where's the old bush push play? USC Notre Dame. It's famous now. You need a guy behind you helping you get that first down. We need more teamwork here between this QB and running back.
Gives it to the back on the draw. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Jones to throw. Got his man in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. It's complete on the right side. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He'll try to really get into this one. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Handoff from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation